Well, a very good morning to you, Mxolisi, and to the viewers back at home. And earlier on, we spoke to the owner of Durban Funworld, the amusement park that closed down. I did say that we're going to try and track down someone, a representative or an official from the municipality, just to talk to us about what went wrong. Why is the amusement park closing down? I am joined by Musa Mbhele, the city manager now, who's going to talk to us not only about the theme park, but also about tourism figures this Easter weekend. Let's go into the amusement park first, Mr. Mbhele. It's closing down. We've heard the owner of the amusement park saying that he's reached out and extended an olive branch several times to the municipality, but his cries fell on deaf ears.
Good morning to you and good morning to your viewers. The amusement park is going to close down because the contract has come to an end. I think that one is critical to mention first and foremost. Secondly, we are going to be going out on a tender to get a new operator now, but we want to also give it a facelift in keeping with our attempt to improve our tourism product offering. So it is not because we don't have a plan. It is being done so that we improve how the beach functions. We have requested him to continue to operate until the 1st of May. So we are not clear why it is totally shut down now.
Well, without going into the nitty-gritties of and going back and forth between yourself and the owner, I just want to take it to the people, because obviously the people of Durban, as well as those tourists that are coming into the city, they unfortunately now cannot, enjoy the offerings of the amusement park. You said that it's going to go through a tender process. How long is this going to take?
We are giving ourselves about 3 months to start and conclude the tender because we are still going to go to council and basically obtain approval for this particular purpose. Once we are done, we are going to truncate the timelines and ensure that people of Durban are not deprived. The visitors, those people that love our city. This has been a mainstay of our tourism on the beachfront, and we want to ensure that we truncate our timelines for our tender so that people still come to enjoy a full product offering on the beachfront.
Mr. Mbhele, obviously we can't also shy away from the fact that some of these pools are still empty. They've been closed since 2018. What is happening with regards to these pools that are just vacant? I mean, they are completely dry. What's happening? What is the city going to do about it?
Yeah, we really feel sad that the procurement processes have delayed to such an extent that we couldn't meet our deadline of the Easter holidays. But part of the problem is that the parts that we need to be able to make these pools fully operational have to be procured overseas. But that doesn't justify this kind of delay. But I must hasten to say that this is just one pool that is not operational. We just opened Rachel Finlayson pool on time. Most of other swimming pools across the beachfront are functional. But we appeal for our fervent tourists to really bear with us. We are concluding those processes so that we ensure that these pools are functional once more.
Mr. Mbhele, obviously tourism is picking up. We have seen the numbers declining over many years, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the unrest that shook the province. And we've seen many people also shying away from visiting our shores during the E. coli fluctuating at our beaches. That saw many beaches closing down last year, December. Many of our tourists flocked to the Western Cape and to the Eastern Cape. Looking at this Easter weekend now, what can you tell us? Is there a glimmer of hope?
Yes. You can see there's a smile on my face as well. We've seen a steady increase in the hotel occupancy rate. We are now sitting at 65% compared to the 63% last year. And in precincts like Umhlanga, we are already seeing between 75 and 90% occupancy in the hotels there. So it's a question of people gaining trust in the Durban's ability, but this is really going to give us a much needed step ladder. So the numbers are showing improvement, and we are very proud. And this has come as a result of hard work that we've done in ensuring that most of our beaches are opened. Out of 23 bathing beaches, 19 are open. As you can see, people are enjoying themselves here. The 4 that we have closed, it's because we are doing E. coli tests on a daily basis as a precautionary measure to protect our public. It's not that the E. coli was extremely high, but it was just slightly above the permissible standard, and we decided to close as a precautionary measure because we want to put the safety of our visitors first.
In just keeping with the safety of our visitors, we also heard the Mayor, Mxolisi speak about some of the Metro Police deployment in some of the hotspots. We do know that in Florida Road we'll see a lot of patrons visiting that particular area, and it's unfortunate that we also saw one of the restaurants closing down, that being the Wish restaurant, where a famous rapper, aka Keenan Forbes, was gunned down with his friend. Will we be seeing more Metro Police, going into these hotspots, but also into tourism locations across Durban?
Yes, we have stepped up our security. We have enrolled additional 400 men and women who are already on our streets now. I'm sure driving around you must have seen that we have a lot more policemen on our streets, but also in partnership with SABC, we have ongoing engagements with them through the Joint Operations Center to identify first areas that are hotspots in terms of crime and begin to deploy there. But we're also using some smart technologies as well. We have also approved the acquisition of additional vehicles just to ensure that there is a security throughout. So we are taking that very seriously, and we are investing heavily on it in partnership with our SABC.
City Manager, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, that was Musa Mbhele, the City Manager of eThekwini Municipality, just talking to us about the latest that's happening on the tourism front. You heard the numbers, 90% occupancy rate in Umhlanga, doing very well in terms of our tourism coming into the eThekwini Metro. We've seen a lot of tourists flocking to our beaches this morning. We did cross and show you that on your screens, but also talking about Funworld closing and what's happening behind the scenes. The municipality says there will be a tender process, as well as Metro Police. More Metro Police will be deployed in various hotspots across eThekwini Metro. And with that, I'll hand it back to you in studio.
Jade Paulson, thanks very much indeed for that update.